back on the cigar. This is part 2. If you hadn't watched part 1, go check it out because we made the boxes for it. So today in part 2, we're going to try to etch the cigar, put a saying on the cigar to the point that we don't burn the wrapper leaf. So if somebody decides to smoke it, it smokes just like a regular, except it'll have whatever saying you want on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to carefully take it out of the package because we're going to put it back in the pack or in the plastic and give it as a gift in the cigar boxes. So basically all we're going to do is we're going to take some calipers. Let me get my calipers open. Alright guys, again, all I have is just some metal calipers, but if you're safe with it, you won't damage the cigar. The cigar that I'm using, since it's out of the wrapper, yes, the light's probably blaring you out. But it's a Perdomo Habana, Connecticut. So all we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna measure the length because we're gonna cut a pattern in some foam board so we can just set them in the foam board, but I'll show you that when we get to it. So I'm gonna lay it here on the workbench. Let me get you turned down so you can see a little bit. I'm shooting with my iPhone, so it's not gonna hold, but we'll hold it up a little bit. So basically all we're gonna do is take it, go from the end to there. We're looking, like I said, don't crush it. We're looking at about 7 inches long. You don't have to get ticky and get into the thousandths. So we're gonna leave it out of the package for just a little bit because we got some other work to do. So anyway, guys, last night off camera, I went ahead and set up my tooling in light burn to run my Atom Stack Pro 5 laser, or Atom Stack A5 Pro laser is what I got. So let me get you turned around and we will get you on. Now I have a big computer screen. This is what I had. So, why not use it where you can see, you know what I mean? All right, guys, we're back. Move some of these boxes out of the way so we can gain a little extra room in here. All right, so like I said, off camera last night in light burn, I went ahead and made my tooling for it. So basically all I done was measured the length of the cigar and the width. And like I said, just put your calipers there. Don't try to crush it. Don't do nothing. Just get it to the, the whatever it touches with. And I got it at like 0.8 of an inch, so a little over ½ inch wide. So all I done was made a rectangle with the tools in light burn. Made a rectangle, did my dimensions, and then I just put it as an array. And as you see I'll zoom you in a little bit. You can see like the Vegas lights, how it's going around in circles or around the triangle. That's what's going to be our cut pattern. So all of these are going to be our cut patterns. So basically all we have to do is fire up the tool and to get it to cutting for us. So here's my setup, the laser. This is just foam board from Hobby Lobby. So all I'm gonna do is use it to make a pattern to set the cigars in to keep them from rolling, but I'll show you. So let's get the laser fired up, guys. Well, it's already on, so let's get it. Let's tell it our cuts and layers. All Alright, we're just gonna leave it at the recommended speed of, well, it's set on 500 at 4 passes. So we'll just set it for 3 passes at 90% power with constant power mode, so we can cut through it. Alright guys, let's get everything, get the laser up. Let's get our move window up. Alright, then we got everything there. We're gonna tell it clear origin, set origin, get position for us right now. Alright, so we're gonna make sure it's there. We'll just have it frame it. And then that's gonna be us, guys. And like I said, I just got regular foam board from Hobby Lobby, and it's from the factory. It's as wide as the machine, and it's longer than the machine. So I just cut about a foot or so off of it. Got it held down with some blue painter's tape so it doesn't move. So yeah, guys, let's get it to cutting. And it says it's gonna take us a few minutes to get it done, because we're gonna cut 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. We're gonna cut 24 slots. That way we'll go ahead and make patterns to where if we do get more down the line, we can always just lay our pattern back up there. As long as you reference it back to the same points and everything, you'll be just fine. But once we get it cut, guys, we'll bring you back and show you. I'll show you. All right, guys. So we got it cut. So we're just gonna push the laser out of the way. I just got a little weeding tool that I stole from my wife and a Cricut. So all we're gonna do is or you can keep them for some project, whatever you want, but there's your pattern made for your cigars. So basically, I'll show you, I'll just set you in here, but this is not the way we're going to do one. I do it a little differently, but basically, your cigar is set in there like that. And then you can etch across it. Oh, we're going to try to anyway. Yeah, it's got a little side-to-side movement. You could have shrunk it down, but for what we're going to do, it doesn't matter. So let's get back into light burn and get us set up. All right, guys, I'm going to try to do this out in front of the camera. Let me move this real quick so we can try to see. So basically all we're going to do is we're going to measure from the end of the cigar to the end of the band. So like I said, metal calipers, yes, I know it's not the best again, but that's all I got, so that's all I'm working with. But like I said, if you're real careful, you'll be perfectly fine. And like I said, we're not going to squeeze it, so whatever it lands on is what it lands on. I'll check it 4 or 5 times just to make sure we're getting where we need to be. All right, so we're looking at about 282, roughly, maybe. $280. It'll be around 280. 2 inches So we'll say 280, and that's gonna equal to roughly in the neighborhood of 2 and 13/16, somewhere in there, maybe, roughly. I mean, we can do it in millimeters too. We're looking at 71.3 millimeters. I'll get you in the frame where you can see it. And like I said, just around it a couple of times. Sorry for the glare, guys. So yeah, we're shooting about the same. 280, 2 inches 80 thousandths. So what we're gonna do now is our cut that we done. I got them grouped together, so we're just gonna click on it. We're actually gonna turn it into a tool pattern. I'll just bring it in so you can see it. I know the screen is not very well, but basically all we did was turn it into a tool pattern to where when we do the cigars, we will not get, it will not cut it again. So, back you out. And like I said, I got a big computer screen. So over here, we're going to, and I like to cancel all my little screens on the side. So again, we're going to draw us a rectangle up here at the top. Up here at the top, we're going to change it to 2.8. And that shortened it down. And the width of the cigar was 0.8. So that's going to actually be our band. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the, and we're going to bring it over here. And I like to scroll in to where we can see it. And I'll try to put it on the line. So basically that's the end of the cigar to the end of our band. So since we got that, we can duplicate it. Yeah, I could have, done it all. But we're just gonna keep going. But let me get this done. And another thing, when we come back, you'll see that we'll have a tool pattern on this end as well. And that's gonna be for the band, for that band right there. So basically we're gonna measure from the end to the band, and that way we only have from the band to the band, and we'll etch in here. Hey guys, we're back. We got it, our cuts and layers. I got it at 5,000 speed at 15% power. We got different names. I got them, of course, the output off so I don't go over them, so I can just place the cigar and go to each one. Yes, you could run it as a production, but sometimes you can run them fast enough and the cigar can actually get turned. Yeah, I'll move it out the way to show you. You can get turned, because I like to put it with the label up to where you're right and be right here. So let's move the laser back, get it in position. We're gonna tell it start. It's gonna tell us it's out of bounds, which is fine. And then here it goes, guys. And I'll let you watch it do it. It says it's gonna take us about a minute and a half or so. right at about 1:10. And you will get, the smell, of course, of a cigar, but we're not actually kind of like burning through it. We're more printing on it than, if you will, than anything. It says we got about 45 seconds left. Alright guys, here's just another one. Like I said, you want to move kind of fast with it. Move this out of the way. There it is. So yes. Alright guys, move it out of the way. There it is. It's 3. So let me get the other ones knocked out and I'll bring you back. right, guys, that's the last one. I'll get you turned around here so we can see it together. Let's move the carriage out of the way. There it is, guys. Let me get it packaged up and all that stuff, and I'll show you what it looks like when we come back. Alright, guys, that concludes the video on etching a cigar or engraving a cigar, whichever way you want to call it. Like I said, if people are not really going to smoke them, usually they're just a keepsake. If you do smoke them, it's perfectly fine. All you did was just turn the wrapper leaf of, you burn it a little bit, but not enough to where it affects the draw when you smoke it. Again, thank you for watching. Like, comment, share. That way it helps boost the channel. Yes, we're a new channel. Don't really have all the equipment to produce, a YouTuber video, a YouTube creator or content creator, just starting out. So basically all we're doing is just shooting it with the iPhone. Other than that, guys, like I said, we're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Do have, I'll leave our email address in the description below. Again, do have a Patreon page. I'll leave the link to that. Facebook, again, Facebook, Instagram, of course, YouTube. Anything of that, any questions that you may have, I'll try my best to answer them. So I guess we're going to wrap it up here. All right, guys, remember, Jesus loves you.